So yeah. So I wanted to explain this yesterday, but I got distracted. A friend of mine was cruising by on a mountain bike, stopped and we started talking for like over an hour while the sun was going down. And by the time I got through with that conversation, it was already dark. So I said, I just reminded myself right now. We got a John Deere mowing this grass, beautiful place. It's a cool place. It's right off the freeway right here, North Houston. It's my backyard basically. I live in apartments right over here, so it is what it is. Anyway, I was just warning you, there's gonna be some sound and stuff, so there you go. So this is guy, I guess, known as Jonsi, okay? This guy's a musician. He's one of my favorite musicians. He makes some epic sounding music. Some of the most, like, I don't even know a word for it. Like I'm trying to think of an adjective to describe the music. It's almost like fantasy. It's surreal. I guess you could call it surreal almost. Epic, maybe majestic. I don't know. He makes some amazing music. He's the lead singer in, like, I guess multi-instrument. I don't know what he plays. I think he plays like a guitar with like a bow, like it's a violin or something. But he's a singer and an instrumentalist for a band called Sigur Rós. Now this band, I discovered it like when I was in high school. I don't remember how I discovered it. I think I was just like, I think there used to be a website called like playlist.com. And like I'll be searching for music on that thing all the time, like, because people would compile these playlists with good music, and I'd find like one song, I search that song, and then search that song in playlist, and the playlist would have other songs that are cool. I'm like, yeah. So I was like compiling music back in high school because that was a thing back then, right? And somehow I came across Sigur Rós, and I remember I actually took shrooms for the first time in high school, and guess who I had jamming? I had Sigur Rós playing. I was like, oh my, and I had these awesome headphones. I had these awesome Sony like EX90 or something, like little earbuds, dude. They're like $100 headphones. Like they were like top of the line back in the day. That music sounds so good, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, like it was amazing. And yeah, I remember I was in my friend's backyard, took these shrooms. We didn't really know what to expect. We didn't even take a lot, but it was like, it was an experience. I'm just sitting there like this music. I'm looking up at the sky, looking at Sigur Rós playing. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's one of my favorite bands. Like just super inspirational, you know. The sound is amazing. Like I think of it as some of the most beautiful sounds I've ever heard. Right? Okay. So I watched this interview yesterday with this guy Jonsi. I never really, dug into who he was or anything. I know he had like a solo album, which I downloaded, and it was cool too. I was like, yeah, he has this awesome, like, epic style, right? So I watched his interview, right? And it says, for the first time in 20-some years of his career, Jonsi speaks up about his personal life. I'm like, okay, whatever. Jonsi's cool. I know Jonsi, so I look it up, right? And it's this interview, and I started talking. First of all, I found out Jonsi was gay, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that. But you know what? That makes me respect gay people. Like, I mean, it doesn't really change anything about what I think about gay people, but just hearing that he's gay, I'm like, it makes me, I guess it does kind of help make me respect gay people more. Because, I mean, that dude is an amazing human being. Like, the sounds he's creating. Okay, here's the point of this. I'm looking at this dude, the interview, and I kind of get some insight into like his nature, his mind, and everything. And he's kind of like a shy guy. He's getting up on stage and singing and playing like epic freaking orchestrated sounds and stuff. And it's amazing. The sound that they've created is amazing, dude. Like, it is one of my favorite sounds. It's such a deep beauty. But the point is, like, he goes into like this place in his mind, I guess. He reaches somewhere into like this non-existent imaginary world, and like pulls from that, the sounds that he comes up with, whatever sounds they are. It's funny because at the beginning of this video they said something like, I'll probably put a link. They said something like he speaks a made-up language called Hopelandish or something like that. And basically, I read about what he was saying. He was saying like a lot of people when they write songs, they kind of just hum it out first. But he does something similar. Instead of writing lyrics, he creates like a melody, but he does it in the Jonsi voice, like whatever he does, right? So, and he calls that he says that's a language. It doesn't make it. It's just, he calls it Hopelandish or something. But I thought that was funny. But I could just see the way he thinks, and I see like how he almost like reaches for this beauty that it almost doesn't exist, but it does because it's a product of his mind. And he literally is like this, like even the way he was describing a guy that he like said he was the most beautiful guy he ever saw. And it's like I looked at the guy, I'm like, I don't really see what was just like a normal guy to me. But I guess, just his perception, the way that he looks at things, it's like he finds that beauty, and I was just studying him. I'm looking at him and like, he seems very timid and shy. And I was like, I knew nothing about this guy before. I just know I love the freaking music. I don't know why I didn't look into it. Didn't think it was a thing to look into. I was just like, wow, amazing music. I'm impressed, like it's about all I can say. Yeah, man, just studying him, I could see that nature of, he's not even, it's like his mind exists in like a different world. It reminds me of kind of like how like maybe like Shakespeare must, like he imagined like entire plays, entire like theatrical scenarios. It's like he was in his own made up realm basically. Like he's we're in reality, but like layered on top of that, it's not even layered on top. It's just like, it's like keeping one eye on reality and then kind of, at the same time, kind of like being in your own world of thought. And like, I'm telling you, like, I could just see his whole nature. And it's like, I think that's why he's creating like such magnificent beauty, because he's kind of just like, he has one foot in reality, another foot like in this other like fucking realm of fucking amazingness. I'm like, and he's pulling from that. That's it like, I don't know. I almost feel like it's how should I say it? It's just, I don't know a way to say it, but I'll say it in this way. I think it's almost like a left brain, right brain separation. Your left brain is in your right, is like right side dominant, controls the right side, and that's like reality. It kind of keeps you in reality. That's why a lot of people I think are right-handed. Then your right brain controls your left side, and that's like your creative side. And like, so it's like one foot in reality, the other foot like in a different place. I'll tell you the truth. And Jonsi, if you look at his face, it almost looks like his eyes are looking literally like one in reality, the other in like this other world. Literally, I do this all the time because I heard about this a long time ago, how the left brain creates, or it's like reality side and the other is creative. Or the right brain's, left brain's reality side, the right side is reality. But I do it every so often. I cover the left side of somebody's face and kind of get like the look at the right side and see like how they perceive reality, and I cover their right side and look at their left side of their face and I see like where their imagination's going. And you can do that with Jonsi, and you can see like he's like where he's at in reality with his right eye, with his right side. And then you can do it on the other side and see where he's at. Like he's in this mystical world of thought. You can literally do that and see that. And I mean, I think that's something that people the point of this is Jonsi is an amazing motherfucker, first of all. The music that he's already created is so beautiful. I was just thinking about the other day, like the level of beauty is amazing. And I mean, compared to a lot of music I heard, like I was just thinking about it. Like honestly, if I think of like amazing music, my mind goes straight to Sigur Rós, straight to it. As like somebody says, man, I want to hear some amazing music that moves me and like uplifts me, whatever, I go straight to Sigur Rós. I'm like, that's the music right there. That's something to behold, And so yeah, first of all, Jonsi was amazing. Sigur Rós is amazing. Whole band, whatever. The music is amazing. But I think I'm just getting that sense of like how he has that type of it's like 1 foot in reality and another foot just in a different dimension, bro. Like in a different world. It's just like literally imagining, I guess, like 1 foot in reality, keep yourself tethered. But the other foot's just like in a different realm of possibility and just creating, creating beauty. I'm telling you, just Jonsi, the way I'm looking at him, the way he was talking, the way he was even talking about his boyfriend. He's like, he's the most beautiful person I've ever seen. Like, and like he really believes that. Like that's his perception of life, and he even said, like, I don't know, man. I just see how he does it. He's literally, it's hard to describe. It kind of reminds me of like Shakespeare, but it's like, you have to have that 1 foot in reality just to like function. But then beyond that, it's just like he is just, his whole perception of life is like conjured from some other realm. And it's like an entire freaking worldview that's like summoned from somewhere else, but it still like kind of applies to reality, like in one way or another. Like that guy that he was talking about, his boyfriend. I could look at that guy and he says he's the most beautiful person you've ever seen. I was like, okay, looks like a regular guy, whatever. I'm not too, but that perception, it's his perception. And I mean, he finds a certain beauty. Like he has just like he sees things differently. He has a different value for different things. He appreciates. It's not even appreciation. It's more like, it's literally like your own personality almost like applied to reality. But like the personality is like this otherworldly just thing that you summon upon the world, kind of. It's just like you're like just reaching into this other realm for, I don't even know what it is. It's like that. It's just I can just see him. He's like reaching into like this other realm that other people just don't even see, and he's like bringing it down to reality. He's like just literally just out there for whatever reason, and it's like like he could see it though. It's like he's in that world, like in his mind. That's like where his mind exists, in like this other realm, and like that's what he understands. That's like his I don't know how to explain it. Like that's his brain space or something. And he's literally like bringing it down to earth for everybody else to kind of enjoy. And I am so inspired by his music. His music is some of the best music I've ever heard in my life. Straight up, like I aspire to make music like that. I just see his nature and I see that. It's totally what I'm saying. It's like he has 1 foot in reality, the other freaking whole rest of him is in this other freaking place. Like it's an imaginary place, a place that he just invented, and like, but it's real to him. It's his real world of perception, I guess. And I just think that's cool. I think that's awesome. I don't know how to describe it any other way, but I think it's freaking amazing. Like I understand that kind of like I said, the first time I did shrooms, I was listening to Sigur Rós, and my head was just going everywhere, in a different world almost, like I said. But now you have to keep 1 foot in reality but really, like, how much do you even have to stay in reality? Really, it's like you're in reality either way. You could literally just kind of take off in some other realm of thought, and you're here either way, whether you like it or not. Almost, you could literally almost you could try to escape. You could literally just go into this other world of thought and try to escape, but guess what? You're still in reality. So it's like, so I see that being like a factor, because you see what he's doing. He's in this other world, and then he's bringing it down to earth. Like his perception of things, he's kind of manifesting almost, and it's like a factor in actually creating our reality. You look at anybody that's invented anything and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, it's the same thing. You can kind of just literally, you could try to separate from reality. Try it. Don't go crazy or anything. Don't tell them I said that. But you're always like, it's reality no matter what, basically. And you could try to totally separate and go into this other world of inspiration and thought and whatever. And I'm seeing that I could actually do that. Like, for a long time I was thinking, yeah, I gotta stay in reality, stay rational, do this. But look, Jonsi's doing it. He's going to this other world, And he's coming back. He's bringing us amazing, freaking beautiful, inspiration, basically. And I'm like, hey, I want to make beautiful stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and try what Jonsi's trying. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm in reality no matter what. So I might as well just totally reach into that realm, whatever, of imagination and, bring forth from it, basically. It's literally like he's like reaching out into the cosmos, into the vastness of the universe almost, or into another dimension or something, and literally like pulling from it. I don't know, is it brain space? I don't know what you want to call it, but I think it just the way he is and the way he does that in itself is beautiful. I think he is a beautiful person, the way he operates, man. It's like, wow. I could see it now. I could see, how he does. Like, I didn't really study the guy before. I just knew the music. I was like, this is amazing music, like straight up. And but now I'm studying him. I'm seeing the way he acts. I'm like paying pretty close attention. I see he has like one toe in reality. The rest of him is just like in a different world, yo. And I think that's amazing, dude. And I think that's like why he's bringing all this amazing stuff to our world. He's summoning it from whatever. He's reaching out into the cosmos or some other dimension, some place in another freaking world that he's in with his brain. His brain's there. He's just living there. And his whole life, that's his happy place, whatever. He's there. And he's bringing that whole thing down to earth, man. And I'm like, wow, this dude's amazing. Just that action is amazing. And I just wanted to speak on that because I think people can learn from that. And I also think Jonsi is an amazing dude, and I think he deserves a lot of appreciation because he has made some of the most beautiful music I've ever heard in my life. And it made my life that much richer, Honestly, like, I remember that time, first time I took shrooms, man, and listening to Jonsi. That was a life-changing experience. I was like, it's something I will probably remember forever. I mean, straight up, like, as a very significant, almost like spiritual experience. Like, I remember that. I think it had a profound effect on who I am, like, in my perception of life, even. And, boy, that was good times. And, I don't know, just studying this man. It's something I understand now. I'm like, I get it. He is one foot in reality. The whole rest of his body is in a different world, bro. It kind of reminds me of like Shakespeare and stuff. Because Shakespeare, to create a whole plethora of made-up scenarios, it's like he's literally like imposing his style upon reality almost. And it's like, you could do that. And that's basically what it seems like he's done. And that's what I'm saying. Boy, that's amazing stuff. And it's an epic. It's not just, let's see, some people impose their style as like just some lame crap. Boy, listen to Jonsi's music. It's a different level. He's applying like this perception of like epic, extraordinary, cosmic, heavenly beauty to reality. That's why I say it's like Shakespeare. Shakespeare had like a similar like vibe to it. Very kind of like reaching, and like kind of bringing the freaking stars down to earth type stuff, man. That is profound in my opinion. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying with this, man, because to me, I see it now. And I've done similar stuff, but I feel like I got scared and I was like, I got to, put half of my body back into reality. Hell no, Jonsi's like one piece of his toe just touching reality. Whole rest of him's like in a different world almost. And, I think that's all you need. It's like just bare. You don't even really got to be in reality. You're in reality either way. You can literally reach for the stars like that. You know what I mean? You can be there. You can be in your own like headspace, your own perception of reality. You don't have to go along with whatever. I mean, literally, like look at the product of doing that. You're in a different world, a different headspace, and you're literally like you have your own world that you're in, and you're summoning inspiration, and you're summoning beauty and different ideas and everything, and just bringing it down to earth, man. That is profound, bro. And I get it. I get the power of that now. That's really what I'm trying to convey On top of conveying, showing my appreciation for this man Jonsi. Like he seems like a very shy guy, like gentle, shy guy, but he's brave enough to almost just totally, I'm not gonna say dissociate from reality, but kind of just like, dive right into that other world that he just exists in. He's in it. He's exists in that world. And he's literally like summoning inspiration and beauty from it. That's awesome. That's super awesome. And I've done that before. So I know, that's I guess why I kind of understand it. But like I said, I've gotten scared in the past. I'm like, I'm too far out there. I need to come back down, and I try to stay, I don't know. I just think I see, it's like almost like a, how you say it, explorative thing. Like he's like brave enough to go explore those realms, and he's literally just like staying there. He just cozying it up in some other like world. Like I don't even know where it's at, You can just see it. He's just in a different place and drawing from it, I think that's amazing. The fact that we can do that as humans, that we have that brain capacity, we have that like connectivity to the universe, I guess. Whatever it is, another dimension, whatever it is. I think that's profound and amazing. And I think I need to do that a lot more instead of just sticking in this reality and trying to, fuck that. I'm flying, bro. I don't have, I'll come back down to earth when I need to, if I ever need to, The fact that we could just do that, we just be floating in our own world, And I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not like a crazy person, Now some people, I don't know, maybe you can go too far, but it seems like he's reaching. So it's like he's like one toe, and then like the rest of him is just reaching so far, and he's pulling that beauty back in. It's almost like he's pulling the world closer to that world that he's reaching for. I'm saying he's like bringing it down to earth, but really I think what he's bringing down to earth is kind of like, it's like precipitating that type of, beauty that he's drawing from, into this planet. It's like it's building this world closer to that, place that he's reaching. It's like, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. Just the ability to do that, to reach so far into your own world and imagination, your own dimension, whatever it is. That is like the pinnacle of almost human ability, I would say. I don't know, but I might say like the pinnacle of inspiration, at least. I mean, it's just such a profound and amazing thing. How people can impose their whole style on this planet, on our whole, like I said, like Shakespeare, like he had his whole, I'm telling you, it's the same thing. I have mad respect for that whole situation right there. I do. Very amazing. Some people do some stuff. You got little kids, they imagine a picture, they draw it, Some people imagine a lot and they pull from that. They pull it down to earth, man. Yo, you gotta understand what I'm saying to really get it. If you don't get it, you're probably gonna think I'm just excited about nothing. Nah, man, you gotta get what I'm saying. Maybe some people have that ability and other people don't, and maybe only people that have it like see that and then recognize it. I recognize. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like they pull from another dimension and brought it back down to earth. They literally basically, I'm not gonna say totally dissociated from reality, but most people, they try to say like at least like halfway in reality. At least these people, they said, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? They went into another world, stay in that other world, and come back occasionally and show people something. It's a different thing, dude. It's a different thing. I find that to be extremely inspirational. Extremely cool. I think that's awesome. I think that's cool as fuck. I can say it a lot of different ways, but I think that, yeah, generally speaking, I think that's amazing. And I just want to describe that, talk about that. I'm telling you, man, dang, inspirational. You might say it's like high level human productivity, human ability, human operating as a semi-spiritual, semi-physical being, mental, etherical, I don't know what you want to call it, but I just see it as like a high-level human behavior. I don't know, just the fact that we can do that, and I could see that. We could see that with that interview and studying Jonsi. It was very, I don't know why it makes sense to me. I guess I'm sensitive enough to see that maybe, but I've also been through that, like I said, and whatever. But I'm seeing him. He's just like, he didn't get scared and like come back. No, he's still just there. Like he's literally like he's probably like half in, half out, but you could just see like he has this whole world of perception or whatever that he's drawing from. It is a profound, as you could tell, it's like I don't know if it's his imagination or just, and maybe it is, maybe that's what it is. He just has like this profound imagination. Oh, but either way, it's freaking amazing to me. Just seeing the way that he's like 1 foot in reality, and the rest of him is just drawn from some source. He's like in some other world, basically. In some other world, he's bringing those ideas, that imaginary stuff. Like people that write books and stuff are doing something similar, I'm sure. And they bring that other world to our world and sharing it with us. That level of like imagination, I guess, is just so fucking profound, and just seeing that people are doing that, that's inspirational to me. I'm like, I want to do that. That is some inspirational stuff. Anyway, someone wanted to explain. It's on my mind yesterday, and yeah, real. Gotta show my love for Jonsi. Wow. Amazing person. There's a lot of amazing people like that. The more people do stuff like that, draw, you can see it. A lot of very profound people, they do that. They reach into this other world that nobody really has access to, that they somehow snuck their way into. I don't even know, but they draw inspiration from that other world that they have access to. And some people, they're barely, they're immersed in that world, and I don't know, you can see it. You can see it with certain people. Study their minds. Study the way people are, like, whoever it is. Like I said, Shakespeare seems like another example. People that write books, people that write movies, they create a whole imaginary scenario in their brain and bring it back down to earth. If it's their brain, maybe they're literally drawn from like a different dimension or something, like in outer space or different planet, different land in some other galaxy, or who knows, Who knows? You can just see it. They're reaching and bringing it back down to earth. Bring it back down to us to share, bringing it into reality and sharing it with us, So it's just that level of like ability. I would call it mental capacity, but I don't know if that's what it is. It's more like just ability of humans. I think it's more like, it's something that I'm thinking they're actually like reaching to like another place. I don't think it's like just I don't know, whatever. Like, it seems like it's like accessing some other realm. So I think it's not like just a mental capacity. I think it's more like an ability to access that realm. Good stuff. And I just want to share that because I think it's very profound, inspirational. Like even the people that are building that building, somebody had to like imagine the way that's going to look, everything, And they designed it, wrote it on paper, drew it. That was in their imagination first. They reached somewhere to get that inspiration. Maybe, maybe they built upon the stuff they saw before or whatever, but either way, somebody imagined how it's going to look, drew it, blueprints, made a whole schematic, and now they're building it in reality. Somebody reached to get the design for that, for everything, for every invention, the truck over there. They reached somewhere to get that design. That's inspiration, dude. That's where we get new stuff, and we have that ability. We have the ability to just draw from our own, from whatever realm it is, and pull into our reality. That is profound. Anyway, I feel like talking about that. Jonsi, you're a very inspirational person. If you're watching this, mad love. You inspire me to talk about this. Hopefully, we are inspiring people to be more imaginative and make our world a more beautiful, enriched place just by reaching into whatever other dimensions exist and, draw from those dimensions, whatever. Profound, dude. Super profound. Think about that. Try to access that stuff, man. I think it'll lead to a lot of good stuff happening. I think so. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to drink this drink that I've been holding for the last 30 minutes. And, profound stuff. Very profound. I'm gonna practice that. I'm gonna practice like reaching like that, because I used to do it, and I think I got scared at some point, like, just gotta get back in reality. Nah, Jonsi's brave, and I'm seeing that bravery, and it's inspiring me to just be in that other world kind of and draw from it, feel the freedom to imagine, and just, I don't know, it's just that certain bravery that, that seems to take. And that's something I think is admirable and, inspirational, respectable, Take some cojones to do something, it's kind of just, I don't know, man. It's respectable to me, so there you go. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you guys for listening. Hope this is inspirational. Really, I'm just talking about somebody's inspirational to me, so, shout out to Jonsi, man, and yeah, shout out to a lot of people that have done stuff like that, dude. Think about that, who have enriched our world. Different stuff. A lot of people. Like Nikola Tesla, he used to talk about, like, he was in a whole different world in he's like envisioning he's in his mind almost completely. He said he had trouble even like deciphering reality from this other world that he kind of found himself immersed in, until he got a hold of himself. And what did he bring? He brought all these power lines and everything. Anyway, I'm trying to help you increase your, ability, I see Jonsi, he seems like he figured it out. And I think a lot of other people have figured it out. And I guess I'm just, kind of identifying it and trying to relay the message, Just imagine a whole bunch of people like reaching into the other world, like more and more. The more we do it, it's like we're gonna make reality more and more surreal, What's wrong with that? If it's cool, if we create beautiful stuff, it's gonna be amazing. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. Hopefully that's inspirational, and I think it's just such a cool feeling too, just to be able to reach into that other dimension and like be there. It's like just being there makes life feel surreal. I'm telling you, man, it does. It does. It feels good. It feels like it's kind of like you are in your happy place, but at the same time you're like here, kind of. It's just cool that I don't know. I just like it. Something about it just feels good. So I'm about that life. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Said that 3 times. 3 times charm. I'm out of here. Be safe, be smart. Hope I inspired you. I'm out.